much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks.
The Kings as they came through the tunnel earlier on, all set to give their Sacramento fans. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Barnes.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Enes Kanter is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic, and it's George in at the point guard. And for the Kings, Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Barnes and Bagley the duo with the forward. And it's Gasol in at the 5, roaming the paint. Doncic passes to George. Right around midseason here, Chris, more players-only meetings being held. Give us a little insight into what those are like.
Well, there's some really good ones, Kevin, and there's some bad ones. There's ones that goes, hey, guys, just wanted to bring us all here and say, man, listen, we could do a little bit better. We need to focus. I'll start with myself. I can be better on the boards. You need to be better guards over here. Those kind of meetings are good. Then there's the ones that say, listen, guys, we're going into playoffs. I need everyone to put the phones down. No more going out. Sacrifice. Tell your in-laws, tell your spouse, tell your family, listen, for the next month we're honed in where we can't come back. And then there's the ones that you don't like, the ones that finger pointing, saying, hey, guys, I called this meeting because I'm tired of all of you. None of you are putting up. And then another guy says, wait, I'm not doing my job. You're not doing your job. Then other guys come in and you kind of get how it goes. So a lot of different ways you can have meetings. But hopefully as a coach, you have great leadership. So at the end of the day, even if you have hurt feelings, guys come out better for it.
Well, I was very excited by the recent announcement that Shea will be participating in this year's slam dunk contest. Rare do you get to see someone with his kind of athleticism and elevation take part.
I agree. And you know what, GA, with the other names announced, this could be one of the most memorable dunk contests in recent memory. Shea will have some tough competition for sure, but you know what? He might just be the favorite. Fox passes to Gasol, and it's blocked, and they'll keep possession.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To halt the run. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for them. Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against Charlotte.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Well, nowadays, the three-point shot is huge. They were on fire from outside.
The Mavericks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Sacramento making some changes. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Gasol. And it's Bogdanovich in for Buddy Hield. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Looking for the first basket of the game. Barnes looking around. 6 to shoot. Off target from the wing.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
A nice shot by George.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Giles checked in for Sacramento. Valentine comes in for Barnes. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Seth Curry in for Luka Doncic. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. .156 left in the first quarter. Fox against George. And there's the pass to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, this is what smart point guards do. Fox is adept at realizing the defense's mistakes and exploiting them.
George way outside. And it's off from three-point range. The Kings trail by 12. Knocked loose. Hardaway with the steal. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And it's George finishing it off.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Luke Walton gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if they can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thanks. Yeah, that defense, something to be reckoned with. Greg, we'll see how it plays out.
Well, it's important to be patient. The other team's going to take certain things away. Just keep probing, trying to find that weakness.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, play your game. Stick to what you do well. You don't try to force things. You know, you try to force them to adjust to what you're doing.
Bucket is good. George has got 16 points.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Fox with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Hardaway. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
The deep three from George. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
He's showing he has the ability to hit huge shots. That's got to fire him up.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Otto Porter Jr. He's out there with Hardaway, and it's George. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Dallas shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. The Kings trail by 21. Knocked away. Pass to Valentine. Here's Giles. Guarded by Hardaway. And here's Bogdanovich. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Launches it. But they recover it. Giles the pass to Fox. And it's sent back by George. And he recovers it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Fox. Almost, but it rolls out.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
And George, here we go. And George with this stuff.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. Back to Bogdanovich. And Fox has it in the corner. Fires the three. Kleba with the rebound. Kleba's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now, here's George. Here's the three. And so it's Dallas in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from George.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Oh, you're so right, Greg. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Marvin Bagley is out there with Mark Gasol, and it's Fox in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. As with every position creating offense now, which big men do the best job of scoring off the bounce?
That's a good question. LaMarcus Aldridge in San Antonio, Coach Pop is giving him the freedom. And Joel Embiid, we sleep on him because he's 7 foot, but when he faces up in the post, he doesn't usually give you his back. He faces up, triple threat, gives you a jab step, a counter in and out, and gives you something nice. I mean, his ball handling ability is great for a 7-footer, and I like Embiid.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
We've seen Fox step up as a leader recently. He knows his teammates look to him, and he's happy to lead the charge.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
The Kings shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Fox kicks to Hield. Off target with his 3.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Chalk up 2 there.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
George against Fox. He feeds it to Gasol, and it's blocked. The 3 from George. Here's Finney-Smith, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Harrison Barnes picks one up. Dallas shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Porzingis. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. A pass to Fox. High arcing shot, and that one's good. Barnes.
You see how polished and composed Barnes is? Doesn't rush anything, just takes what he gets.
Doncic passes to Porter. Dallas moving the ball around. Cantor dishes to George. From downtown, buries it from 3-point range. George has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Dallas. Fox against George, and George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Dallas. Holmes passes to Fleming. Outside, Fox. 5 on the clock. Fleming, guarded by Doncic. It's rebounded by Doncic. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Count that one. 30 points for George.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
1:53 left to play in the third. The wide open look here for Fox. Nails the wide open jump shot. Fox has got 5 points now this quarter.
He's taking what he sees out there. I love seeing Fox torch the D from this area.
George way outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one. To the middle. And finished off by Bagley.
There's always been a power aspect to Bagley's game. And every time he goes strong to the bucket, you get a taste of it.
And when you're watching Chris around the rim and in the paint, it almost seems like Marvin Bagley is playing on a pogo stick.
Oh, yeah, it's his ability to jump and then immediately jump again. Reminds me a lot of Sean Marion. Players like that are so hard to keep off the offensive glass, and Bagley is no exception.
To the paint, here's Fox. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, that's what you want to do. Fox forces the defender to commit, gets him in a tough spot, and gets the trip to the line.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Cantor. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Luka Doncic. And it's Seth Curry in for DeLon Wright. From deep, George, another 3 for Dallas.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Here's Fox out to the right wing. Valentine. Here's Giles, and the layup's good off the glass. Giles has got his first points in this one.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Kleber with the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Fox. The Kings have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. First one falls for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. He's off on the second. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action after this word. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's George in a 2-guard. Lawson surveying the D. Stolen by George. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Kings with the ball. Watson finds Dedmon. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet.
Pass to Marjanovic. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. And the Kings making a change here. Joseph's checked in. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Hield kicks to Barnes. Connects on the 17-footer.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of, but it's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
Now George. Good on the three-point shot. George has got 41.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Right against Hield. Over right. Misses off the left iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
George with the ball. Picked up by Bagley. But they get it back. Tipped away. And the pass to George. Shot clock at 6. From deep. They get it back. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. George has got 44. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Mavericks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for George.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porter comes in for Maxi Kleber, and it's Jalen Brunson in for DeLon Wright. George against Lawson. And it's George missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Joseph. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Porter. George with the ball. For the 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't play at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Alton, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA. Presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Hey, Jake, can I get a question?
Yeah, what's up?
So the dunk contest, that's pretty cool. You got anything special planned?
I've been working on a few stuff, but I don't know what I'm gonna do exactly. But it's gonna be litty, you dig? Get your popcorns ready, extra butter, extra sauce.
Jay, that's all I got.
Ah, you're welcome, Ted. You the man.